Whoa, we are live on TV. Look, Mom, I'm on TV.
Mom, get the camera.
I feel so like 1990s when I say that. Like TV still matters in the year 2019.
Yeah, I haven't watched TV in like 5 years though. Wait, 5? 6.
The only reason why I've watched TV at all is because of my parents.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I always watched TV when I was still living with my mother. Like, I don't know, she was watching TV and I was just sitting there sometimes, being like, watching as well. But now that I live on my own,
because you're there.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, lovelies. Hello, lovelies. Yes, new glitch in Super Mario 64. We'll get to it. But first, we have another point to talk about. But we will start off with a fun introduction. Hello, lovely people. Welcome to our little podcast. I am Dr. Wiley, and with me today is a Thiefbug, like always. This is not like... Why did I set it up like a linear thing?
I was about to say, and today with me is... Excuse me?
The exact same person as last week. Hey!
And as there will ever be, hopefully. Don't replace me.
Today we're going to yet again talk about world records, some new news in the Nintendo scene, and of course some new weird glitches, which are a couple of, and also one of Super Mario 64. Hey, but let's start with our first little point, and I think Ricky will explain what is happening currently on the screen, because...
Oh, it was actually... Was that what you meant before? No.
What?
Yes? Well, I don't know. Like, hold on. Let me go there again. Check it.
Crazy. Crazy, isn't it?
So he does the screen warp there, and then...
Yeah.
Boy!
Yeah, oh, it's a really long screen warp. But there's a new world record for Link's Awakening. And there's one particular glitch that is used a lot, which you just saw a pretty good example of.
Yes, screen warping. Because this game shouldn't be broken at all, except for it's a Game Boy game, so of course it's broken. The last record that was set is a Link's Awakening all instruments run that used a lot of screen warping. What is screen warping? Screen warping is a glitch that allows you to transition the screen while maintaining your position on the screen, as you can see here. It works by starting the... He gets this instrument so quickly. It works by starting the transition and then hitting the select button to bring up the map, and the screen will scroll, but you won't like get set to the bottom of the screen because you basically just interrupted it, and thus you can warp all over the place, go from overworld to other dungeons, go from dungeon 1 to dungeon 3 and 4, and wherever you want to go.
Basically. So, thanks to that, he was able to beat the game in 13 minutes and 49 seconds, which is pretty bonkers, TBH. It's really, like, I don't know why, but for some reason, those old 2D Zelda games are broken in weird ways. Because I'm not sure, but I think I've seen, like, this particular trick that's used so much in this run in other 2D games as well, like other 2D 2D Zeldas.
Is there? Does it exist in other Zeldas? I have no idea of 2D Zeldas. Honestly, I have no idea.
Really? Wait, what?
No!
What was it called again? Screen
warping.
Let me
Look
see.
it up.
Let me see. Link's Awakening has it.
Yes.
The original Zelda has it.
No, but that's a different thing. Oh no, it's not. Wait, no, it's different. It works differently.
Is that different then?
Yes. In the original Zelda, you have to walk to the pixel that is on the map, but on the ledge of the transition screen, basically. Like on the first Zelda, you go to the edge of the screen, and then there is that screen transition, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you happen to hit that pixel between like map and screen transition or cut off, offset, whatever you want to call it, and then you manage to hit down for 1 frame, Link will turn around and will be on the map while he's not. So the screen transition doesn't kick in, and his position will wrap around. While in this one, you basically cancel out the screen transition, and thus you will keep your position. So it's the same, but it's not. If that makes sense.
It's the same, but it's not. I can totally feel you, and I totally understand you. One crazy thing I just noticed, though, is this specific category, which is all instruments that we're talking about. Not any percent or 100 or any percent plus or whatever, because those are all the categories in total. All instruments isn't run at all. There are, on speedrun.com, there are 4 submissions, and the last one before this one, the new record, was submitted 3 years ago.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
And it's quite a big cut, even, in terms of time. It's, the previous record was 17 minutes and 5 seconds, and the new one is 13 minutes and 49 seconds.
What the heck is going on there? I have not looked through it entirely. Is this a bunny? Is he collecting a bunny?
Wait, yeah, like, another weird thing about all of this is while he's doing these screen warps, is there is a lot of graphical glitches everywhere. Like, everything is basically screwed. Because originally, when I saw this and looked at it a bit and through it and all, I originally thought this was Glitched World, which is a weird state you can get the game in. I still don't completely understand what Glitched World is. But what it comes down to is everything looks screwed. Everything looks messed up. So that's why I thought that this was originally some sort of Glitched World trick, but it wasn't. It's really weird. But it certainly jumbles up the as we can see right now, my lord. It jumbles up the graphics for sure. Was that...
They're all cut in the middle.
Was that the phone just jumping around, by the way?
I have no idea what that
there's
was.
There's like a phone in this game that's just like... That's...
He collected the sock. It looks like a sock.
What the oh God, this is absolutely screwed. I didn't know it was this broken.
I didn't know it either.
He's in the glitched world. No. It shouldn't be part of the glitched world. Or is it a combination of screen warping and glitched world?
No, I don't think it's... I mean, it could be that the sprites are screwed because he was originally... Like, when he did... This happens all the time when he did the screen warping from, like, the 2D view from the side. So I wouldn't be surprised if the game uses different offsets for the sprite sheets, and thus uses, like, it's still actually the game with all this with it working game logic, but the sprites are different due to different offsets of the sprite sheets. But I don't know if that
could possibly.
I haven't even played this game. I have a tattoo of it
you
still.
haven't played Link's Awakening? It's really good.
The only 2D Zelda I've played is Oraculous Seasons. Apart from that, I haven't played a single one. No, that's not quite right. I've played the first one for the wrong warp, for the arbitrary code execution stuff.
Oh my... Also, I love that you just play like the inferior 2D Zelda, like Seasons, which isn't that good. Alright, what is chat saying? Hello, lovelies, by the way, you lovely, lovely people.
Also...
Hey, I am worse. I haven't played any 2D Zelda game. Oh, some kitten, don't worry. You should check them out, though. There are really good ones out there. Like, A Link to the Past is worth your time, for sure. This game, Link's Awakening, for sure. So do check them out. But what did you want to say, Ricky?
Someone asked why we're mostly covering Mario and Zelda.
Paying the bills.
I mean, I wanted to bring in the Kingdom Hearts record.
Yeah, alright, for the people who want to know, the reason why this channel mostly covers Zelda and Mario is because that's the only 2 franchises when it comes to Nintendo that you can actually, together with Pokemon, even though Pokemon is also very tricky and I've seen a lot of friends of mine who also do YouTube fail on that regard. It's very hard to maintain because you can, like, to give you an example, if a channel gets 1 million views a month, that's not enough for a living wage even. Then you still need to add tons and tons of other revenue sources on top of it, like merchandising, sponsor deals, and whatnot. It's so the reason why it's mostly Zelda and Mario is because they are the biggest franchises and are watched the most on YouTube. So if we cover them the most, we have the highest chance of actually being able to maintain this channel, which sadly enough hasn't worked so far. But hey, you can dream. I mean, that's also the reason why we on Dr. White, in my own personal channel, I mostly cover Zelda and Mario. It's just I mean, we could, like, we've done like offbeat stuff, like we've done Assassin's Creed ones, we've done the Minecraft ones, some off the beaten path, but usually it doesn't really end that well, sadly enough. It's just kind of the truth of it all.
Well, okay. That did not go as expected.
Anyways, let's move on to our next. What about non-Nintendo games or even expand stuff that isn't directly game-related to, like, Commodore? I mean, if you would love to get, like, enough... This is the problem. If we make videos like that, the amount of views we get a month now will go to a quarter of what it is now if we... Nobody's interested in Commodore. That's kind of the problem. If we make a Commodore video, I can guarantee you it won't even get to 900 views. I can guarantee you. 100%. That's the problem. And 900 views doesn't pay the bills. I
haven't even had one of those games. I don't even know what there is on Commodore. Like,
what is a Commodore?
I know what it is. but
I know
I'd be like, okay, you talk about it, I'm out. Like, one of the this is where it comes together fairly nicely, because I used to run Super Mario 64. I still run Zelda games. I have quite the knowledge of Zelda games when it comes to speedrunning or glitches, and a fairly good amount of understanding. So I think those go fairly well hand in hand. So I guess
yeah,
that
it's
makes
also
sense.
like it's also mostly our own personal expertise, which is mostly in the Zelda and Mario realm. Our interest is mostly there as well, and when it comes down to it, if we cover all kinds of offbeat stuff, it will basically mean the death of the channel, and we'll be losing hundreds and hundreds of dollars every month. And it just won't be sustainable. I can guarantee you that 100%. I would put thousands of dollars on that bet. I can guarantee you it won't. There are very few people that can pull that off, and those people are the people who came in on the scene early.
How do you restart that video?
I don't know. But we're going to move on to our next subject anyway. Because there is also a new world record for another Zelda game.
Yes.
The very first one. And actually there's a little side note here. The record is by Lack Attack 24. And it's a first quest any percent speedrun, which he got a time of 27 minutes and 27 minutes and 40 seconds on, which is really good, and I think a significant improvement over the last one. Let me have a quick look. Zelda, boom.
Is that really any yeah, that is any percent, and we can see screen warping here, and you can see the difference. You can see the difference.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I was wrong. It isn't a significant change. It is 7 seconds, which isn't particularly huge. However, the interesting part about this record, and the reason why, because I originally found it, the reason why I wanted to cover it, is because Lack Attack 24 has every single world record in every category of this game. Any percent no up plus A, world record, Lack Attack 24. Any percent normal, Lack Attack 24. 100% no up plus A, Lack Attack 24. 100% Lack Attack 24. Low percent, Lack Attack. Swordless, Lack Attack. Second quest, Lack Attack. All of them are by Lack Attack. Lack Attack has all of them. Even the offbeat ones.
It
are all his. All of them.
I think it wasn't like that all the time. Question mark.
No, I bet it wasn't. I bet it wasn't. Let me see. Yeah, he's just been working on that steadily. Like like some are like, for example, his latest normal second quest world record, which is 32 minutes and 22 seconds, was made 8 days ago, while the world record he has for second quest low percent was done a year ago. And the normal low percent was 15 days ago. 100% no up plus A was 23 days ago. Normal any percent was 3 days ago. So he's just like slowly but surely been like methodically gathering all of them over the last year, 2 years. Like collecting all the world records for the original Zelda, because he has all of them.
He has them all.
It's like... It's quite crazy, to be honest.
I mean, 7 seconds is crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Like, comparing it to Super Mario Bros. 1, you can't really compare them, to be honest. Super Mario Bros. 1 is so optimized. Like, what? I think the current world record can be improved by a frame or something?
Let me see what the end
is it tied with the task now? I don't even remember.
Holy cannoli, you're 100% right. The any percent for the original Super Mario Bros. Is the first 3 are literally milliseconds away from each other.
Yeah, I know they were only improvements by like a frame or something. But I'm really curious. Did the last Super Mario Brothers run tie the task, or was it just a couple of frames behind? I don't remember. The only thing I remember is that we are pretty close to perfect gameplay when it comes to Super Mario Brothers, considering that we're not that the runners are not allowed to use third-party hardware because it could be improved with third-party hardware. And there has been a human theory task for that game as well.
Wait, let me see. RTA is normal, right?
Yep, the task, yeah, RTA is normal. The task is, that's what I meant with the human theory task. Obviously, I know that there is a trick in Super Mario Brothers 1.
900 milliseconds. That's the difference between, yeah.
Yeah, but
is that the most recent one?
The task used something like pressing left and right at the same in the same frame, which is not possible RTA, for example.
That might explain it, because that 900 it used to be all right. The RTA that is comparing it to the task right now, which was by Happily from 2011. This task had a time. The task had a time of 4 minutes, 54 seconds, and 32 milliseconds. While this world record. Well, the current world record has 4 minutes, 55 seconds, and 796 milliseconds. So, like, it's a difference of, yeah, 1.8 seconds or something.
Give me a second. There is a really good video about this, by the way. I originally wanted to cover that in a video at some point, but then someone, I think Cosmic, made a video about this. And, hold on. I need to use my phone because, once again, 3 screen setup, and this stream wouldn't run without those 3 screens.
Oh, yeah. Gotta catch them all with the world records, yeah. Totally some kitten. He has all of them now. It's quite crazy. He's quite... It probably means that he's probably quite a big fan of the original Zelda and loves running it. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gotten all the world records on it.
Hold on. There is
really
this
like
insane comparison video.
Because it takes quite a lot of effort to get all of them. I mean, he's been doing this for like 2 years right now. A year, getting all of them, working on that.
Made a playlist all the Game Architects videos. I want to help with them with watch time and views. Oh damn! That's actually really cool. Thank you, dude.
That's a good thing. Thank you. You're lovely. I hope we don't die.
So, have we actually managed to talk about this game now?
Not that much.
We were like, oh, it's a new Legend of Zelda record. Let's talk about Super Mario Brothers. What?
You brought up Super Mario Brothers.
Yes.
No, like the biggest reason why I wanted to bring this up, because it doesn't really, as far as I could see, like it's not that different from the last record in any way in terms of tricks or whatever. Like just the biggest difference is that this runner just managed to get all of them. Every single world record in this game that he could possibly get. He got all of them. That's mostly the reason why I want to cover it, because kudos to the man, because that takes effort and time and
dedication. Pain. I mean, just look at it. I mean, yeah, you can actually see it. That looked like I dabbed. It's somewhere under his face cam where it's like this was the 30, like he completed 31 out of 1,111 attempts. Really? So only for this run, and he has all of the world records, only for this run, he needed 1,112 attempts with his current route.
To have a guaranteed record.
Yeah, no, that was his record run, so yeah, like, boy.
Damn.
What is that bond? What is that video? He has a failed attempt in there.
Oh, really? Is there a failed attempt in there?
Yes. That's interesting. Oh, or is there? Hold on. No, there isn't. I'm just really, really stupid.
I was about to say, because it's a 30-minute video, and the record is 27.
Ah! Fucking... Oops.
So yeah, it's just like time at the end. He has like 3 minutes at the end where he basically does nothing. That explains it. That explains it.
At the very beginning, he failed. I didn't see that.
Oh, really?
Hold on. I want to witness this.
I want to watch him fail.
I want to watch... Oh, yeah, he reset at like 21 seconds in. But not into the video.
Oh, yeah, he did. What did he do wrong? Let me see. Did he...
I don't think you can see it. You can only see a couple of frames of his previous attempt.
Yeah, he wasn't far in at all. No idea why he reset it, but he freaking did.
I can see it. He didn't get the screen scroll. Like the screen warp.
Wait, let me look at that.
Yeah, he didn't get it. And then he reset. Nice. I'm sorry for having so little knowledge about this game. I tried to play it when I was like 16 and it was... No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I can't.
I could see what the problem was. It's a good game. You should try it. It's worth your time.
It is worth my time. Yes. There's a lot of games that are worth my time. But the games literally come out faster than I can play them. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding.
I feel you so hard. It's so painful, but it's the truth. Oof. Anyways, lovelies, kudos to the man. Go congratulate him on Twitter. I don't know what his handle is. You Google the man. LackAttack24. Hey.
LackAttack24. Just Google it and you'll find him.
Twitch. Yeah, 100% sure. 100% certain of that. But we're going to move on to our next subject.
Yes!
Which for some of you was a big attention grabber. Because, as we all know, Super Mario Maker 2, amazing game, looks good, buy, capitalism, money, we need this, good game, Switch is dope, but you can't play online with friends.
This is so sad.
And all right, go.
I wasn't watching the direct. I mean, I'm not super stoked about Super Mario Maker 2. I was playing the first one. I never created a level. Because creating levels just isn't for me. I mean, if I were to create a level, it would be like an auto scroller. Like I know.
Well, you can do that. You can do that in this game now.
I know. Well, no, not an auto scroller. I mean, like a press nothing course.
Oh, one of those automatic courses.
Yes, that's the only thing I would do.
Fly all over the place.
But this game has co-op now, and honestly, this sounds amazing. I mean, we are in a time where you just hook up, where you go to Discord and you call people, and then you talk to people on Discord, and maybe you wanna, I don't know, play co-op on Super Mario Maker 2. Well, Nintendo's got you covered. Not, because you can't play with your friends. Congratulations.
Well, as far as I know, you can do. I'm not sure what you can exactly do with friends, but one thing is certain: all the versus stuff or anything that's tied to the leaderboard in the online stuff, you can't do that with friends. Even when it's co-op, even though that doesn't have any effects on the leaderboards.
This makes no sense.
So even when you just do like co-op in your own private room, then you can't play against friends. When you're just online in the big wide world, you can't play with friends because leaderboard, which doesn't really make that much sense, to be honest. Let me see here. Yeah, here. Super Mario Maker 2 has online competitive and cooperative play. This is a good thing. However, Nintendo has revealed a rather perplexing detail regarding online play with friends. It seems that you can't. This is from Nintendo Life, by the way. They covered it. But yeah, apparently it's just not a thing. And another thing that came out recently, which I personally don't care that much about, but you also can't transport the levels from the original Super Mario Maker to Super Mario Maker 2.
Excuse
me. So anything you've done in the original doesn't transfer over to the new one. Doesn't bother me that much because I never bought a Wii U. But you can't port them over from either the 3DS version or the Wii U. So everything that's on the old game is gonna stay there and can't come to the new game, and you can't play online with friends. So while the package sounded amazing with like competitive play against each other and playing in levels together, building together, all kinds of cool stuff that you can do in co-op and online modes, has been severely handicapped would be the best way of saying that. It's like taking away the crutch. And just telling a paraplegic person run.
No amiibo support.
No amiibo support as well. Hey, kids, it's getting... Well, I don't care about amiibos. I think they're just a stingy money grab, so...
I mean, I'm not gonna cover the way how I got my hands on the amiibos, but...
Oh, you've done the NFC hack, haven't you?
Yes.
Oh, of course, you freaking... Show me how to do that. I need that. Because I'm not gonna buy amiibos. I think they are the biggest waste of my money. There are almost no power-ups. That's not completely true. There are more than you think. There are no new power-ups. You got me there. Like the Cat Mario is new. And in the Japanese Direct, they also showed off a little hammer. So the hammer suit is possibly returning again? That's what people thought, at least, when they saw it. But it was among the power-ups, and it had, like, those little eyes, which all the power-ups, like the new power-ups, have. Like the Super Bell. So it seemed like the hammer is gonna return. GameXplain did a video on this if you want to see it. We don't have any footage of that on hand at the moment. And they added a lot of new usability to a lot of items. So they don't necessarily need new power-ups, to be honest. Like the Dry Bones Cooper Shell can do a bunch of things which I would consider borderline a new power-up.
This game severely confuses me.
Why?
I don't know. I am watching the Direct right now because I have it on screen and I'm like... I don't know. I don't know what to think about this.
This game is all over the place. What did you expect?
What did you expect? Honestly, what I was expecting... No, I have no idea. What I was hoping for this...
Let me tell a lie.
What I was hoping for this to be really useful for, and this is actually why I was looking forward to Super Mario Maker 2, is... because... I thought my cell phone was ringing and it was the music. Nice. Is because the handheld platform, it sounds so nice to just browse through a couple of levels and then be like, download. Okay, I'm on a 4 or 5 level trip now. and I'm just gonna play a couple of custom levels. This sounds so nice to me. Especially because
work like that.
What?
It does work like that. That's you can do that.
That would be so good because I can spend hours. I can spend hours on trying to perfect. That was what I did with the original Mario Maker. I downloaded the level and then grinded the hell out of it. Spent like 4 or 5 hours on it just to perfect it.
You can download any level you want, as many as you want, and play them on the go on handheld. That's all possible. And no problem. That's completely a thing. I think Super Mario Maker is going to be significantly more successful on the Switch than it ever was on Mario Maker. Even percentage-wise, in terms of how many Wii U's were sold and how many consoles had Super Mario Maker. Because that was quite high. Like, the amount of Super Mario Maker sales was like 4 million, and they only sold like 13 million Wii U's. So that's quite a high percentage of the of the player base had it on its device. So
yeah, the Wii U itself was a great bottleneck to the original Mario Maker.
Oh yeah, it's insane. I think this game is gonna do so much better. I think this game is gonna easily 10 mil. Yeah. I think probably 20 to 30 mil. All
right, so Nintendo off to a good start, but online co-op would still be nice.
But let's move away from this little bit of depressing news and move on to a Zelda-themed game that is coming soon. I don't know. Have you heard of this?
No.
No.
No, I haven't. I was looking through your points and I was like, what did I miss out on? How did I not hear this? This is a crossover between Crypt of NecroDancer and Zelda, right?
Yeah. So it's when I first saw it's what basically happened is a website's code basically leaked the release date or potential release date, and it might be coming basically here. The update, the HTML source code now shows the release as being 20th of June.
Yes.
Ooh, and I'm quite excited for this because it looks really good. Like, really, really, really... Look up the trailer for it. Like, oh...
There is a trailer?
Yes! Where have you been? Which rock?
Which rock? Heard of it at all.
It looks so good. It's like... It's basically in pixel art style, and it's so crisp. It's take the Minish Cap and make it like 1,000,000 times crisper.
But then again, I know what Crypt of the NecroDancer is from Christmas on. I didn't know what it was like last year in November.
Why? You know about that, but you don't know about this, which is basically that game but Zelda themed. Like the Zelda version of that game, basically.
No. Hold on. Repeat that. I didn't understand your sentence.
So you knew about the original game, but you don't know about this Zelda-themed version, which has been... the trailer was uploaded in March.
No, I've never heard of this.
It's really cool. I love the look of it. I'm probably gonna buy this. It's basically just... It kind of reminds me of, like, a turn-based game, but instead of, like, taking turns, it's all based on rhythm.
Yeah, I know. Like the original
it's
Crypt of the NecroDancer.
Yeah, I didn't know about Crypt of the NecroDancer. I never cared.
Now you're the one confusing me.
Why? What have I done?
You take it for so granted that I know about this, and then you don't know what the concept derived from.
Well, like, I heard of the original title, but I never cared for it until I saw this. Now I care, because all of a sudden it's in a setting in a world that I like, and that I give a darn about, basically. Because I didn't care about the original game, TBH. But this looks amazing. I love how the bokoblins dance. It's great. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Look up that. Grab the trailer. Grab the trailer.
I need to... Wait, did you send it through Discord?
No, I'll send it now.
Well.
Sorry, I'm leaving you in agony here.
No, you can see my chat on my Discord. I'm almost sad. Hold on. Does that even work? Does that work? Does that work?
Yeah,
yes, that works.
That works. Hey, it works! You just need to wait for the bit where, like, the bokoblins come through. Cause, the dance the bokoblins do, that's like a mood.
See ya, kitten.
It's great.
This is really nice pixel art.
Yeah, I know, right? It looks... I love pixel art. I'm like a junkie for pixel art. I think it can still work in the current era. And it's probably the best way to do a 2D game, in my opinion. Look at the bokoblins.
Why haven't I seen that?
It's so cool. Look how cool this is.
Yo!
This is so cool. I love that you can play as Zelda as well. Buy some kitten. Thank you for coming.
How did I not know?
How did you not know?
I don't know.
And it will be coming out real soon. Next month. It's gonna be here in less than a month. Like 3 weeks.
Damn.
It will be upon us in 3 weeks if this leak is true. If the HTML of the website is correct, at least. Because it specifically says, like, release date for it.
Yeah.
Which does kind of, yeah, I mean...
But why is it in the code in the first place? I don't really get it. Doesn't really make sense.
I don't know. Developers also put, like, half of the DLC in a game when they ship it, so data miners can find it. Who knows? Maybe it's all a marketing ploy.
I mean, that sort of makes sense. But...
it can make sense from a marketing perspective, at least. Sort of.
I'm not gonna get into that. I can talk. I can explain that for 2 hours now. Why it makes sense.
All right. On to our next subject.
Alrighty.
We got a bit of a... We finally arrived at our Super Mario 64 glitch, and
Wait, why am I... No.
What the actual heck is happening in this footage?
Oh yeah, right. So
this. I showed this to Thiefbug, and the answer that I got was WTF.
like,
Which probably explains it.
That makes sense. Half the speed. No, it doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I still don't get it.
What's the use of it? Because you told me you know what the use of it is.
Yes. They are trying to get closer to beating the game with 0 A inputs. And this trick is a stepping stone, basically, to getting there. But as you can see on 16th speed there, I'm gonna run that in a loop, actually. As you can see in 16th speed there, they're still using 2 A inputs, and he's grabbing the pole, so they would need yet another A input to even get past that. Why? Where does the bully come from? I have no idea. I don't know.
That's a really good question, Dio. I found this on the speedrunner Reddit, and I saw just like it was titled "Major Breakthrough for Fast N64 0x blah 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 blah," and it's called Squish Cancel plus Bully Speed Transfer in BitFS.
Yeah, BitFS is Bowser in the Fire Sea.
Oh, that's what it stands for. Yeah, I saw this and I was like,
Squish Cancel is probably the thing he does right here, like with a platform. But what happens that, like, his speed value 19, 15, 12, 11, 9, 7, 8, 6, 4, 1,120.
He basically gets a bunch of speed from that bully. That's probably also why it's called Bully Speed Transfer. So, I don't know what he did with that bully, but the use of it was basically getting momentum.
He also does a glitched wall kick on the cage there.
which you barely see. Lol.
You see it at 16th. Hold on. You see it for 1 frame.
You'll see it for 1 frame.
Yes,
right?
I can navigate to that frame. Give me a moment. And okay.
There's a slide there. And...
Can I? No, that's full screen. Not what I wanted. Come on. Give frame. Oh no, the video is in 60 FPS. That's not good.
1/16th speed at 60 FPS. Oh, God.
Oh, that explains everything. Oops. Great.
What?
I have to click there. Well, oh my goodness.
There comes the bully.
There comes the bully. So
flying.
you can see he's, I think the squish is happening somewhere here. If I can get there. Here. With 4 speed. I think he's like going under the platform. There is the wall kick. I think.
Oh my. Let me look at it at full speed.
No, there is the wall kick. I'm sorry.
Jeez. It's so fast as well. Like
look at this.
Blink of an eye.
Oh, bully speed. Bully speed is 282. Mario speed is 3. Bully speed goes down to 78 and Mario speed goes up to 1120. Like, what even? Look at this frame difference.
That's 1 frame.
Yes, actually,
And this is even at 1/16th of the speed, and you're like a quarter, right?
Yeah, I want to go to the other footage so I have an easier time to go through the frames.
My lord. Like,
like this distance is 1 frame.
We don't understand really 100% what's happening here. No, I don't even think we understand this for like 10%.
No, like like apparently I was reading the comments and apparently this is not at their goal yet because in order to really do this without any A press, they need to reach PU speed, which stands for parallel universe speed. And parallel universe speed is I think somewhere around 7,000. And so what they want to do is to keep the camera in this place and reach, like, wrap the X value or the C value around. So they're in a different world while in the same level, basically. Where only collisions and no lava exist. And that's where they want to go to reach the top. And then use the same speed to go back and reach the loading zone. That's as far as my knowledge goes.
It's basically Super Mario 64 with stupid amounts of speed. Combine those two and voila, you break game. Either in this way, or in like this is like the super TLDR of it.
That is the super condensed version, and it has like it contains like 1% of the information.
Yeah, like parallel universe is completely bonkers. It doesn't work on original consoles as well, right? Because it will just
it does.
Doesn't it crash it?
It only crashes if the camera attempts to go into the parallel universe as well.
Oh,
What you can do is before you reach parallel universe, you can put the camera into. Why is my boss calling me? Oh no, he wants to drink. Either that.
No, not on Wednesday night.
That's not good that my boss is calling me. So yeah, what you can do is pretty much 1 frame before you hit the parallel universe, you hit the Mario camera, and the camera will stay in the actual world while Mario is traversing in a technical yet not real copy of the level, which has no actors.
And it's screwed. Do we have a specific video on parallel universes?
Yes, we do. No, we don't. But we have a...
Why do you lie to me?
Oh. Is it okay if I... Oh my goodness. Okay, my boss just wrote me an SMS saying it's important. I has problem.
Oh, you has problem? That's no Gucci.
Can you
know
give
what?
me...
We'll move on to the next subject.
Yes, because I have no
idea.
idea of that one. So we're gonna move on to the next subject, and I'm gonna call my boss.
I would say mute yourself for a second, and I'll see you in a sec.
I don't know how to, like, do you know on how many sources I have to mute myself?
Find a way.
I'm just gonna unplug my microphone.
Please put the footage on.
Yes, yeah. Don't worry. I gotcha.
All right, kids.
Footage.
So, Super Mario 64 is pretty bonkers. However, we also found something new in the Minish Cap. Now, in the Minish Cap, this is probably the most annoying boss in this entire game, if I had to say myself personally, and it's the Big Octo. What this boss basically does, it freezes the entire arena and everything turns into an Ice Mario level, if I had to explain it in the most simple layman terms. Oh, you can still hear Ricky in the background. That's amazing. Ricky, you are a dumb... everybody enjoy some German in the background. But the thing that he basically does here is this runner... Let me see, who came up with this? Toad's Wood came up with this. It's a setup for this boss. Because like I mentioned, he turns everything into ice, the entire arena. Because you can see right now in the footage, it's totally water, and he turns it all into ice. And thanks to that, the entire level is extremely slippery, which makes it really hard to move around, and not really a reliable boss to do as far as I know in the runs. So, oh, we don't hear him. Oh, good. So he has come up with a new way of approaching this fight, so he can actually consistently fight him. Because this boss is absolute hell. Absolute hell. It is like, for example, when you're running one direction and then want to go to the opposite direction, it takes like literally 2 seconds before he actually starts moving in the direction that you want because of the ice. But now he just uses both corners at the top and the bottom on the left-hand side to basically trick the boss and manipulate him in such a way that he basically does exactly what he wants, so he doesn't have to move a whole lot, and all he does is go in a corner, make sure he doesn't get hit by the gust that tries to suck him up, then moves inward so he can hit the block or the brick or the ball of stone that he shoots back at him with his shield, and then because he gets damaged, he moves around him while he's busy, and then right at the moment when he turns into ice, he lights his tail again so that he gets rid of the ice, the entire ice in the arena, and then that entire cycle reset with the gust, with the wind sucking him up, trying to suck him up, and shooting the boulder. And then he can just rinse and repeat that, and that way this boss is no problem at all, basically, and going from utter absolute hell to something extremely manageable. I don't know exactly how they did it before this setup. If I'm correct, this setup is new. It should be new. I don't know how they did it before, but I bet it wasn't very good.
I don't know.
Let me look it up.
I have
Welcome
no idea.
back.
I'm back, but
Let me see how they did it in the older versions.
Oh,
Alright,
yeah, right.
What do you know about this?
I don't know anything. I've never played this game. I've never seen a run of this game. I'm sorry. No, seriously, I don't know. I've heard about this trick on Twitter, and it was celebrated among runners of this game, but other than that, I don't know a single thing about it. Also, there is a good chance that I have to run away again. I will mute myself on stream. You will still be able... Let's see ya.
Yeah, by the looks of it, the older setup didn't even use a shield. The older setup actually, it did a sort of similar thing by going into the corner and letting it shoot and then firing it back using the sword. But by the looks of it, it is nowhere near as efficient. There is a lot of more random running around, and he doesn't specifically use 2 corners to get the job done. So by the looks of it, it was like crazy inefficient compared to this new version of doing it. Because there should also be a section where, I don't know if this is planned in this fight, I can't remember this, a section where it gets dark. You don't even see that in the new route, in the new way of fighting this boss. Personally, I'm quite impressed by all of this, because, like, oh my god, it's smoothed up so much. It's so much faster as well. It's significantly faster. This is probably saving, like 10 to 30 seconds? Yeah, 10 to 30. Because I'm currently looking at a Games Done quick run of this game from January 2017, and whoa, what happened? Oh yeah, it's at the end of the video. Explains it. Because I'm currently looking at a 2017 run of this game, and how they did it was vastly different. Vastly different. The shield wasn't even a part of it all. At all. So, I'm quite astonished that they got an actual consistent setup for this fight. A completely consistent setup. Because personally, when I was younger, I could remember, hey, what is it running? What is this footage? What are we looking at? What Ricky, what is your YouTube doing? Everybody, enjoy this random stock footage. Enjoy. But when I entered Dungeon Master Clav into Piracy, Ricky, yeah, I know, right? But when I was younger, I could remember having a lot of trouble with taking on this boss because, like I said, the ice doesn't help at all. So I'm really impressed. I'm curious how big of a time save this will be. Let me see if there is already a new record thanks to this new trick, this new setup for this boss, because it could very well be. Let me have a little look. Any percent? No, it doesn't look like it. The last any percent record was 21 days ago, so by the looks of it, there isn't a new one at all.
I'm very sorry that I've been gone. I'm very sorry that all of a sudden there has been floppy disk anti-piracy video.
Yeah, what was that? What was that?
It wasn't my autoplay. I'm sorry. Yeah, that call was fairly urgent.
Is everything broken?
At the office? Yes.
Yeah. Well, we are at the end of the podcast anyway.
I'm sorry for very little input and very confusing organization from my part today. It's not gonna be like that, but sometimes there just are odd emergencies at the office. So
don't worry, it's fine.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna survive. But we already covered all our points really, and I've said what I wanted to say. You don't really know this boss because you've never really played Minish Cap at all.
Very true.
But yeah, no, it's quite a significant time save. I compared it to like a 2017 run.
Okay.
And God, it saves like 10 to 30 seconds.
Oh, what? Damn.
Yeah, it's quite big. Like in the older one, they run all over the place basically, and don't even use the shield, which is quite vital for this strategy. And thanks to all the running around and less efficient movement, basically, it takes like significantly longer. Significantly, it's at least a 10-second save.
I didn't know that. As far as I can see,
it's quite big. There's no new record on it though.
Yeah, it would surprise me.
Found the 21st. Yeah, well, it would have been a fast record for someone, but still, it could have happened. I mean, the person who found this could have. But lovelies, I hope you all enjoyed this lovely podcast. If you just joined in, don't worry, you can watch the entire thing back on our YouTube channel and also watch other videos if you want. Be sure to subscribe, click the bell button because it does completely help. And if you want to support the show, become a sponsor of the channel. Hey,
That'd be
is
amazing.
there any closing notes you want to give, Ricky?
No.
Good closing notes.
I'm
Lovelies,
sorry,
I hope
I'm
you
very
all-
confused today.
It's fine. I hope you all enjoyed, and be sure to tune in next week on Wednesday. We started about an hour ago, and we're stopping now. So now you know the times. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central European Time. So I hope you all enjoyed, lovelies, and
Yep.
we'll see you next week.
Yep, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.